I'd like to convene the meeting of the City Council for October 18th. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have the roll, please.
Kenny,
Here.
Shower,
Here.
Sullivan,
Here.
Vaughn, Balzac,
Here.
Clistic,
Here.
Gustafson,
Here.
6 present and 1 absent.
We have a quorum. Takes us to questions, comments, and announcements of a general nature. If anyone has anything they'd like to present to the council that's not on our agenda or is on our agenda, we can give you 3 minutes to do that now. Come forward, please.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Joe Mychek. I've been in correspondence with Mayor Marquez and Brian Vanna concerning the 20, and Eric, sorry here, didn't mean to leave you out.
That's
I know
okay.
you finally got into the fray of it. About the 2022 proposal for garbage and recycling. And I offered a suggestion, concept that I had to both of you people. And rather than having the one size fits all, with the exception being senior citizens, okay, you know, at the $21 proposal. This is all proposal. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. I communicated my request that we have a 3-tier system, okay? So the largest cart size, to use the terminology you guys use, the 95-gallon cart size, in the proposal, it's for $21. And my suggestion was, instead of having just that for everybody, with the exception of senior citizens, which can have the smaller cart size, my first idea was to extend the smaller cart size to everybody, not just to senior citizens, but to anybody who wants it, because there are some households that aren't senior. I'm close, but there are some households that aren't senior. They don't create a lot of garbage, don't create a lot of recycling, whatever. So $21 is a little bit excessive, I think. So then I came up with another idea, the 3-tiered system.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. It's a little bit what? I didn't hear what you said.
I thought the, I thought the $21 amount was a little bit excessive for people. Yeah, excessive, sorry.
Excessive, that's okay.
So then I thought about, it seemed that the all-cart system was going to be almost a certainty, okay? And I also know that the collection system, I've watched them in my neighborhood, it's a mechanized truck. The arm comes out, grabs the container, and deposits whether it's the garbage or recycling into the truck. And I can understand why any vendor, or LRS in this particular case, wants to use that. It cuts down on labor, cuts down on time, and things like that. So that's why I came up with the 3-tiered system for the carts, okay? So it's all cart, and so we have the, again, according to proposal, the 95-gallon cart at $21 for those who have a lot of garbage and a lot of recycling. Then the 65-gallon cart would be at $14. This is per month. And then the 35-gallon cart would be $7 per month. My understanding, based again on my communication with Mayor and Mr. Vanna, and you know, Darien Direct Connect, e-news, and the Darien website. That's what I'm basing everything on. You know, I think that, you know, the cart system I'm proposing, what I propose is an all-cart system, so it's going to please any vendor, I think, or a contractor, I should say. And I think it's also being considerate of, you know, the various usage levels for the system. And as an example, a lot of things that we pay for have tiered system. Whether it's our federal income tax, okay, whether you're for or against the tiered system for that or a flat tax. But when you consider our electric service, the more you use, the more you pay. You know, our natural gas service, the more you use, the more you pay, okay? Water, same thing. So I think that, you know, a garbage and recycling program that we're thinking about should be structured similarly. And so I'm just asking the council, if you haven't heard of it, you know, if this is the first time you're hearing about my idea, I don't know what Mayor Marquez or Brian Vanna has communicated to you guys. But I ask you to consider that. I think that there are a lot of residents that would prefer the three-tiered system rather than the one-size-fits-all. I think it's equitable to everybody, okay? And I guess that's all I can say about it. I hope that you at least have heard me on it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay. It takes us to approval of the minutes for October 4th, 2021. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Kennedy, seconded by Alderman Shower. Any questions or comments regarding the minutes? There being none, we'll have the roll.
Kenny,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
Clistic,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
The minutes have been approved. Takes us to receiving of communications. Do any of the aldermen have communications for the council? Mary.
I received a communication from Paula Walrich. She was expressing her concern about the proposed garbage program and was hoping that the city could find a better way to advocate for Mother Earth and better care of the environment and come up with a plan that would be more encouraging for less waste versus more with the larger containers. I think that's it.
Anyone else? If not, that takes us to the mayor's report. And I'm very happy to be able to read a proclamation tonight for the Darien Garden Club. So if you would bear with me. Whereas the Darien Garden Club is a local not-for-profit organization founded in 2001 to encourage an interest in gardening, increase knowledge, promote respect for the natural environment, improve the landscape, and cultivate friendships with those who share like pursuits. And whereas the Darien Garden Club is affiliated with the National Garden Clubs Incorporated and the Garden Clubs of Illinois Incorporated, which designated the club as a Garden Club of the Year the last 4 consecutive years. And whereas the Darien Garden Club is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. And whereas since its founding, members of the Darien Garden Club have performed numerous hours of community service and through active fundraising were able to make donations to many organizations and horticultural scholarships. And whereas the Darien Garden Club's motto, "A good place to grow," encourages its members to continually grow in talent and ability as they participate in various endeavors, including designing, planting, and maintaining the Veterans Peace Memorial Garden in the Darien Community Park, Darien's Milkweed Patch on Plainfield Road, St. John's Lutheran Church Butterfly Garden and Daylily Garden, by planting flowers and trees in the Darien parks, schools, and at the Indian Prairie Library, and by preparing garden therapy activities for and working with local children, seniors, and handicapped individuals on a regular basis. And whereas the Darien Garden Club is unique in that all persons who pursue these same goals are welcome to join the club. Now therefore I, Joseph A. Marquez, Mayor of the City of Darien, do hereby proclaim the day of November 1st, 2021 as Darien Garden Club Day in the City of Darien, and congratulate the membership on its 20th anniversary, and encourage the citizens of our community to recognize and hold in high esteem the efforts and leadership set forth by its outstanding members. Furthermore, I encourage the community's continued financial support of the Darien Garden Club fundraising endeavors. Do we have someone here tonight from the Darien Garden? We have a lot of people from the Darien Garden Club. I'm going to come down and we're going to get a picture with me giving this to you, okay? And then we're going to let you talk. right over here by the program. And where's my? Okay. You want to bring all of you up?
you guys
all of you up. All of you come up.
All right, look at this. This is great. Love the turnout. Great garden walk, ladies, too. Love the garden walk. This is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna let this young lady take the picture first. You're in the way, Chief.
Oh, perfect.
We could be raising taxes, we wouldn't get this many.
Okay, over here, guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful.
If you'd like to say something.
Come on in, I'm good.
On behalf of the Darien Garden Club, this is quite an honor and a privilege for us. I personally do not live in the city of Darien, but the vice president, who will be president next year, is a member of Darien. And again, there are many members. We draw from many communities, but it speaks volumes to the city of Darien for accepting us and supporting us in all the endeavors that the Garden Club has accomplished over the years. It is not just me. There are many heavy-duty volunteers and workers in the club. So again, Mr. Mayor, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
this honor. It's a pleasure.
It's truly a privilege to have a group. It's truly a privilege to have a group that is so conscious of the monarch butterfly, the milkweed, the daylilies, as you are. And you help beautify our community with what you do. And this is just a small thing to say. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate it here in the city of Darien. Thank you very much. We're also fortunate that this year we're going to be starting up our Citizen of the Year Committee again. And tonight, I'm asking for your advice and consent to approve the reappointment of the members to the Citizen of the Year Committee. And those members are Linda Borowiak, James Getzinger, Bonnie Casera, Jerry Casera, no relation, and Carol Mallers. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Shower, seconded by Alderwoman Sullivan. Any questions? If none, the roll.
Shower,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Clistic,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
The appointments have been approved. Will the members of the committee please come forward? Carol, Jim, Bonnie, Linda, and Jerry. Take your brother up there. Thank you. Go with your sister. She told me a long time ago, Jerry, that she's really happy she's not related. Okay.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Linda Borowiak,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support
I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties of
discharge the duties of
Citizen of the Year Committee
Citizen of the Year Committee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I have your cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're all alphabetical, so here's Bonnie. I gotta get the right one here. She's next to you there. Oh, here's Linda, sorry.
What we'll be doing is, I probably need to get together with Bonnie and the group probably in the next couple of weeks so we could pick a date, go over and talk to where we're ever gonna have this at and actually set some dates. because we didn't have this year, as you know. And because we kind of lost a year, we need to refresh and things. So I want to thank all of you, though. I'm really looking forward to doing this. Mary's going to be your liaison again, Mary Sullivan. So I think you guys, I wish you well. I know you'll come up with a good person. I know you will. And congratulations.
Nominations to do that.
I know. So we got to inform the world that we need nominations. But thank you to all of you, really.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Chair. Thank you, guys.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much.
You know, Mr. Mellors, if you keep on hanging around this group, we might want to appoint you to this committee as well.
You gotta be too busy, Mr.
I was gonna say, he's already got quite a few committee hats on.
All right.
Not to mention outside
Mr.
council.
Mayor, if you don't mind, I missed a communication. Can I go back?
Sure, go ahead.
Nancy Nusback asked me about if she's happy with the $10 arrangement for seniors, but wanted to know if there would be a 4 to 5 month sabbatical where if they're going to Florida or something like that, would they be able to suspend their service for the set amount of time?
Yes, the contract that we're working on now has a provision for vacation. I'll call it hold, but a vacation hold and away for a winter hold. So that will be in there, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Joanne, the 2022 vehicle sticker lottery?
The city sent out letters to the Darien Chamber of Commerce, the Darien Women's Club, Safety Village of Darien, VFW Darien Memorial Post of 2838, Younger Than Ever Seniors, Darien Historical Society, Darien Youth Club, the Active Seniors Club, and Young at Heart Seniors. And we did not have anyone respond to our letter stating that they would like to be included in the vehicle sticker lottery. And Alderman Sullivan brought forth that there are a few other organizations within the city who should also be asked, and I've asked her to give me a list of those names. I'd like to postpone this until next council meeting, which would be November 1st as our deadline. So if we get those names, hopefully we can get a letter out quickly and ask once again if they want to participate in the vehicle sticker lottery.
Thank you. And as most people know, we offer the vehicle sticker to a not-for-profit. This year, the Rotary is doing it. The year before was the Darien Lions Club. And once you've done it, you've got to go to what, Joanne, 2 years before you can reapply. So it's a nice opportunity for a not-for-profit to earn a little bit of money, a little fundraising money. Darien has not had a city sticker for close to 20 years.
Since 1995,
19.
1992, excuse me.
So almost 30 years. So we hope we get an organization that submits their name. Mr. Vanna, City Administrator.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one item. You had mentioned the property tax that's on the meeting for this evening. This is the first step in the annual process for our local tax levy. As everybody's aware, when the residents get their tax bill, either last year or next year, they'll notice there's a number of line items on the tax bill. That's because all the government entities that are in Darien and maybe apply to that home all have their different levies. So this is just the city's portion of the property tax levy. And since I think about 2010 or 11, the city has not increased the extension over what the city received last year from the extension. So if the city receives X amount of dollars last year for the extension, that's all the city asks for, and we've been doing that for a long time. There's a couple other steps. There's a formal ordinance that'll be the first meeting in November, and then we file that with the county clerk, and the rest happens later next year, and that affects actually next year's budget, not this year's budget. But again, it's another determination with no increase over the extension.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Any questions for the council for Mr. Vanna? Okay. Takes us to department head information questions. We have Mr. Gombeck and Chief Thomas here tonight. Do we have any questions for either one of them? Do either of you have any reports you'd like to share with the council?
Mr. Mayor, not this evening.
Thank you. Greg?
No report.
All right, that moves us to the treasurer's report. Treasurer Corrent, warrant number 212212.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, this evening I'm requesting council's approval of warrant number 212212 in the amount of $890,581.87 from the listed funds. Payroll for the period ended November 7th in the amount of $277,700.69 for a total to be approved of $1,168,282.56.
Motion to approve. Alderman Belzak, seconded by Alderwoman Sullivan. Any questions? If none, the roll.
Belzak,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Clistic,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
Warrant's been approved. The monthly report, Mike?
Monthly report for the 5 months ended September 30th, 2021 reflects year-to-date revenue of general fund of $8,882,068, expenditures of $6,341,615, current balance of $6,901,914. Water fund year-to-date revenue of $2,535,425, expenses of $2,430,466, for a current balance of $3,707,921. Motor fuel tax fund year-to-date revenue of $615,277, expenses of $1,306,271, current balance of $675,330. Water depreciation fund year-to-date revenue of $855, expenditures of $159,616 for a current balance of $2,936,608, and the capital improvement fund year-to-date revenue of $1,688,433, expenses of $1,128,622 for a current balance of $8,774,197.
Any questions for Treasurer Corrent? If none, we move on to standing committee reports. Thank you, Mike. Do any of the aldermen have reports for the council? Alderman Belzak?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Municipal Services Committee's next meeting will be Monday, October 25, a week from today, in council chambers.
Thank you. Alderman Kenny?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This evening, the police committee met. Minutes will be sent to the clerk's office. Our next scheduled meeting is for Monday, November 15th at 6 p.m. across the street, across the parking lot in the police training room,
Thank you.
pending agenda items.
Alderwoman Sullivan?
The next Administrative Finance Committee meeting will be on Monday, November 1st at 6 p.m. in the conference room upstairs in City Hall. And this Saturday, October 23rd, the Economic Development Committee is conducting a workshop, a planning session to include city council members, members of the Economic Development Committee, members of the Planning and Zoning Committee, members of city staff, and that will be led by Brian Gay, and that will be from 9 to 1 in the police station.
Thank you, Mayor. Questions and comments, agenda related? Anyone in the audience or the council have questions? Yes, sir. Agenda related. This is with our, anything that's on the agenda.
Yes, it is. I think it is.
Okay.
You have to go up to the
I just want to make a comment regarding one of the services that Darien provides, the fall free leaf pickup program. The great program. I understand why you guys are doing it to help municipal services so the storm sewers don't get clogged. I think it's a great idea. And a lot of the residents do their part to collect the leaves. However, I've observed that a lot of people who have lawn service, their contractors, they put the leaves at the curb, in the street. Okay, I've observed this directly. And I really wasn't sure who to call on this. I called our code enforcement. I had to make a quick call because I was going out somewhere. I first tried to contact our police department to get out there, but the automated system, I didn't use the 911 for that. I just used the regular direct police number for non-emergencies. And the way the system is set up, there are so many menu items to go through, I just didn't have time to wait for it. And I don't know why whoever set up the system doesn't have like the #1 option being, do you want to really, reach like police dispatch or a police officer or something like that. rather than, but I digressed. That was a little bit digression. I apologize for that. My main point is that, you know, when whoever grants these licenses to the contractors to do the lawn service, they should ask them if they know about, you know, not putting the leaves at the curb. Some communities allow that, and if these vendors or contractors, excuse me, work in multiple communities, might be okay in Naperville, might be okay in Downers Grove, but it's not okay in Darien. And so when they apply for a license, maybe somebody should make sure that they know about that, because it's defeating your guys' purpose. Okay, it ruins the whole purpose of the program.
Well, Joe, in my neighborhood, a lot of us have a lawn service, and when they cut my grass, they mulch those leaves. So there's no need to put anything in the street. My landscapers, that they mulch them, and they take all that excess with them. And I know you've seen it. You wouldn't mention it if you hadn't seen it, but I have not witnessed that in my neighborhood at all, and I don't know anybody who has. So,
Mr. Mayor, every once in a while, we do get some calls in that respect. We encourage people to call 911. Again, you need to call 911 so we can get a report, get them cited if that's the case, or have them remove it from the roadway. By the time municipal services or someone else gets out there, it could be hearsay. So again, we encourage you to call 911.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't want to bother the 911
It's not a bother.
dispatch.
That's just-
That's why I went to the direct.
Whether you call 911 or the non-emergency number, they both ring at the same place, so it's no bother.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I have to agree with you. There are some contractors that are very good about that. There's some just in the same area. When they got through cutting the grass and blowing the leaves, they blew them towards the street, but then, yes, they collected everything that they put on the street. It was great. But just like half block away, and I don't know the name of the contractor because they had a black truck and that was it. There was nothing identifying who they were, okay? So I couldn't even get a name for the company. But they blew everything from person's property onto the street, and it really filled up a wide part of the street. And then the vehicles come through, and it distributes it where it's not
Chief?
wanted.
Chief,
Just a comment.
if the gentleman were to get a license plate number, would that, and call 911, would that be able to help to find out who the landscaper is? It's, you know, partaking in this?
Yeah, we'll know who the landscaper is for sure, yeah.
You get a license plate number, call it in with 911.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll remember that for next time.
thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Hey,
there-
Brian, quick question. Do landscapers even get licensed? They don't, right? There's no licensing. Okay, but they're not. Right, okay.
If they have this within Darien, if their
And
office
within
is
Darien, but yeah, but most
then
of
they
them
need
don't.
our, like, their office, let's say in Westmont,
Right,
their contracted as, don't require license.
okay, okay.
I would
Thank you.
assume most people would comply, but is there like a $25 ticket or anything from there, or is this the warning that they get? Depends on the situation. Mhm. Yeah, usually they can find.
Even if resident store, they'll have to hear.
Yeah, it's just a big headache for my area because on Sawyer, Farmingdale, it gets plugged up all the time. So then you have municipal services getting double time coming, Saturday night, 3 a.m. doing it. So the gentleman does make a very good point that, we want to save a few taxpayer dollars and, try not to throw them in the street.
Takes us to old business. There being none. Takes us to our consent agenda. In our work session, item A, or the item A under new business has been moved to the consent agenda item as item C. Item A, consideration of a motion to grant a waiver of the raffle license bond requirement for the Darien Women's Club. Item B, consideration of motion to approve the tax levy determination for general and special purposes for fiscal year 21-22. Item C, consideration of motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a memorandum of agreement between the Metropolitan Alliance of Police, the union, Darien Chapter Number 48, Unit B, warrant officers, and the City of Darien as of January 8th, 2022 through January 7th, 2023, and this pertains to the 12-hour day that the officers are working. Motion to approve. Alderman Kenny, seconded by Alderman Belzak, and the roll.
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Lester,
Aye.
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 6 ayes, 1 absent.
The consent agenda has been approved. Takes us to our last item, questions and comments and announcements of a general nature. Any of the Alderman, Mary.
I just wanted to thank Dan Gombeck and the municipal services staff for their continued follow-up on the North Frontage Road fencing, pushing and coordination with IDOT, and it appears that a safety study is being conducted. So I just wanted to thank Dan and his team for the follow-up. I also wanted to announce that Hinsdale South High School will be presenting Rent, the school edition, at the high school in the auditorium, November 11th through the 14th. Showtimes on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are at 7 p.m. and on Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets will be available for sale this Friday night at the Hinsdale South High School football game at the stadium. And then they'll be available during the week prior to the show, during lunches at school, and day of the show.
Thank you, Mary. I just wanted to add, this last week, I had the opportunity to participate in a fundraiser for Mayor Frank Trilla. As many of you know, Mayor Trilla kidney transplant, and he held a fundraiser to raise money for the National Kidney Foundation, and a number of us mayors donated our time, offer services, bid on auction, and at the end of the day, Saturday, we raised close to $1,000. National Kidney will still be looking. So I just was overwhelmed with generosity. Well, they didn't bid a lot to have lunch, but that was fine. They didn't bid a lot to have lunch, but a lot of the mayors. The fundraiser in the auction itself raised $28,000, and the rest came on personal check. I want to announce that and say that even though he's going through this was his effort, this other raising. They will commit him to trying to. Anyone else? Not motion to adjourn. Alderman Kennedy, second by Alderman Belzak. Favor?
Aye.
Aye.